We are eating good today, boys. Put your bibs on. We don't look at Cade Games because he has content. We look at Cade Games like his content is a menu that we will feast on. For those of you that don't know Cade, every video that he makes is a copy-paste of his old videos. And keep in mind, when I say copy-paste, it's the same title with 2024 added, basically. It's the same description. It's the same. You can line up. If you look at my YouTube channel, you can go to his other videos and play them side by side, pound for pound, and walk away from your computer, and they will echo to each other because they are timestamped. They are literally the exact same in every video. And it's always one of the same 3 intros. It's his ninja at level like 5 grinding at imps when he just spawned in. His ninja riding through this area here between Veli and Heidel, or a guardian grinding at Histria that isn't him. So why are we viewing your second channel? Anyway, he made an beginner's Black Desert beginner guide from noob to pro in 2024. I know that this is probably a copy paste of his old video, but let's start dissecting this, shall we, boys?
What's going on, guys? Cade is here, and welcome back to a brand new video. For today,
is it a brand new video though, Cade? Brand new is so relative.
I will show you everything that you need to know as a new player in Black Desert Online.
He's starting at level 20, okay.
So first of all, we will take a closer look at classes, and we will see which ones are the best and easy to play.
Okay.
Then we will adjust our UI and settings, so you would get the best performance possible. And then later I will explain how to level up fast, how can you unlock more skills, upgrade your gear, and much more. So if this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it.
I'm excited to have him explain it to us. Is anyone else excited?
So then moving over to the classes, and here we have a lot of options to choose from. But just quickly before we start, we want to select our server, and the best option for new...
That's true. That's true. You do have to select your server before you start playing. That's a beginner player. Yeah, absolutely.
Player is to create a seasonal character on a seasoned server.
Wait, those don't exist anymore, do they? Wait. Let me double check. New Olvia 1 through 4, Season 1 through 3, Novice only, and Season PvP. Novice only, Novice only, Novice only, Season 4, Season 5, Season PvP, New Olvia 1, 2, 3. So this footage right here is easily from 2.5 years ago at a minimum, and that's being generous. They changed that a long time ago, but okay.
You can create one season character every few months, so if you already did this,
I knew he was gonna miss this. Season is now permanent, guys. Do not listen to him. You can create season characters whenever you want. You get tickets. They give you new tickets every time a new class comes out, basically, but you start with like 3 of them and you can just speed through them.
Then the
Dracania season, there it is. Play with your new season character on Dracania with our new expansion, Mountain of Eternal Winter.
second best option is to play in the novice only server. But if this is your first time playing this game, then create a character on one of the seasonal servers. So then afterwards, when you're in the class selection, we need to understand what exactly makes a good beginner class. Black Desert Online combat is very in-depth, as well as each individual class. Some classes are more complicated than others, but also require a lot more effort to use. And all of this we can calculate by APM, which stands for action per minute. Some classes need a lot of input from your keyboard and mouse in order to bring out their full potential. So when starting off in BDO, we want to start with a very low APM class. There's absolutely no drawback in playing multiple characters and classes, because you can easily re-roll and transfer your progress from one character to another one. So if you start playing one class and if you decide you want to play another one, then Black Desert Online actually encourages you to do that. So then with that said, for our first best and beginner friendly class, we have the Corsair.
Actually not wrong. Very beginner friendly clay. He actually got this one right.
This is one of
Unless you're talking about Awakening, in which case he couldn't be more wrong.
the newer classes that has bunch of mermaid skills. She's one of the most fun and powerful PV classes in the game.
There it is. All you gotta do is let it run for just a little bit. One of the best PvE classes in the game, Corsair. God damn, bro. Boys. We're eating good today. God, it's like meat's back on the menu, boys.
She can ride waves and slide to her enemies with sharp moves or launch herself for devastating damage. She excels at close quarter combat as you
He's reading directly off the website right now. I'm not even going to bother pulling it up, but he pulls his entire script directly off the website.
would expect from a pirate, and even her ranged attacks will move you in the middle of your enemies. Moving around with Corsair at the
I love how like the 4 people that play Corsair in the audience are like, yep, I've been saying it for years. Blue just constantly undersells the class. Thank you, Cade.
start can be quite tricky, but when you get used to it, she is the best and most fun class in BDO. Then for the second choice we have the Sage. This class
Honestly, not wrong, but he's showing Awakening Sage. I would not say Awakening Sage is particularly beginner friendly. So as I have mid-ish, it's early to mid. Honestly, not that bad. Not that bad.
has amazing animations. He can do insane
He's got really limited mobility because his stamina, but like aside from that,
amount of AoE damage, and this class is powerful at all stages of progression. So the Succession and the Awakening have distinct differences in their playstyle,
True.
but both them are really good for beginners. They have large AoEs, great mobility, and insane damage.
so close. So close. I mean, like almost everything he's saying is like bang on, and then you realize he doesn't know what the he's talking about, bro. Good mobility, yeah. No stamina issues here. Just don't forget your inhaler, guys.
Like I said, this class is really good at all stages. So early grinding, mid grinding, and then the full end game, which consists of PvE, 1v1 small scale PvP, and even large scale combat. He is one of the rare classes that can be put
Very rare class.
into any scenario and he will be able to perform. And then for my last and final recommendation, we have the Guardian, and this class is the most
Honestly, true. Guardian is beginner friendly. All right, dude.
recommended by almost all endgame players. As I've said, Black Desert Online can be very complicated, especially at the start. And for most classes, you have to learn the DPS rotation and basically put a bunch of hours just to be able to play the class. But not the Guardian, because he's the exception. This
So close. So close. But in 2024, it is important that you get your pronouns correct. AI has come a long way. And honestly, I could understand how you might get it confused. You know what I mean? There's a lot of masculine step on me mommy vibes going on here. It's easy to get confused.
class doesn't have a lot of skills, and you basically only need to use 3 to 4 buttons for the whole damage rotation, because Guardian has something called lingering animation, which makes that her skills are
And again, he finds a way to f this up. He finds a way to screw this up every time. Oh yeah, it's got lingering SA. You mean like every class in the entire game, bro? You can't spell Cade Games without AI. Yeah. True.
are sometimes much longer than other classes. So for example, when you click Shift Q, you hit God Incineration. That takes long time to do it. And then at the same time, on a different class, I can go through an entire rotation. For example, Strikers can do 3 to 4 skills, when Guard
Why would you use Striker as the example, bro? Like it's like the word ninja. Just use ninja. We all know you want to do it.
Guardian just uses 1. So for that reason, Guardian is very good for beginner players. You get very low APM, which means that you have to put a lot less effort in spamming your mouse and keyboard buttons. So for example, again, when I play on my Striker, I usually do around 70 APM when grinding. But then on the other hand, with the Guardian, I do around 35 to 40 APM. So it's almost half the amount of effort for basically the same thing.
Let's back that up for a minute. What was the APM? Say that again.
To put a lot less effort in spamming your mouse and keyboard buttons. So for example, again, when I play on my Striker, I usually do around 70 APM when grinding. But then on the other hand, with the Guardian, I do around 35 to 40 APM. So it's
He is just pulling that out of his ass. There is no shot.
It's almost half the amount of effort for basically the same thing. Of
Ironically, probably not super wrong. I would say the Guardian's APM might be lower than that. Probably lower than that.
course, Guardian is not a top tier class for damage, but she's very high up on that list with very little effort on your part. So overall, I would recommend to pick one of these three classes, and like I said, this game is very multiple character friendly. Most top tier players have about 10
I don't know, he recommended Corsair for a top tier PvE grinder.
characters. So these classes will be definitely amazing to experiment in BDO for the first time and to simplify your
This is the exact same video he made in 2023, 7 months ago. Yeah, I know. Pound for pound. Exactly the same.
combat. So then moving over to the gameplay, in the starting area questing is very simple. You just
Hey, look, guys. He's a level 6 ninja.
follow the instructions that your Black Spirit guide gives you and just right click on the objectives, which sets an auto marker. And by pressing the T key, this will automatically take your character to the questing location. This feature is very useful to know for such a big open world game like Black Desert. So then let's take a closer look at the top right corner. Where is our map located? So overall, the
In case you couldn't find it. Thank you, Cade.
minimap provides 4 useful pieces of information. Red dots are hostile enemies, orange dots are quest objectives, white squares are other players, and then the thick yellow lines are your current set auto path. I would recommend to get used to the minimap as soon as possible, because it will be helpful.
His energy is only 36. You actually start with 50 energy now.
Later down the line. Then as far as these white question marks go, these are NPCs that you haven't met and they won't give you quests, but you will still want to speak with them. So whenever you see
Actually, good advice, Pog?
on your way to the next quest a white question mark, just quickly speak to that NPC. Then as far as combat goes, the first few levels you should just get used to the class, and don't be afraid to just spam randomly left and
He has still not quite hit level 7, guys. He's pretty close.
right clicks to kill your enemies. So then moving
Level 8!
over to the smell feature, which is the UI and how to
Late
fix
game.
it. Black Desert is an amazing game, but for some reason the UI looks very filled and messy. So here's what we can do about
True.
this. When you reach at least level 7, we get to adjust our UI. So then now we click on settings and click the small icon called switch to the old menu. And this old layout will make our UI experience so much better. So then we go into the edit UI.
Wait, he just told people to switch to the old menu. No, this is the new menu.
And we want to turn off the skill guide, the skill log, and the kill notification. Although this can
Oh, fucking. I remember the last time I reacted to this, I also got offended that he's turning the kill notification off for PvP. He is not wrong that you should absolutely turn off like some of the other stuff and like fix your UI when it starts. Don't turn off kill notifications. It's one of the most satisfying sounds in the whole game, bro.
can be useful for new players. These UI settings are just useless and will get annoying very quickly. Then let's go again
Yeah, because you're killing all of those players at level 8.
to the menu. And to reduce our screen bloat even more, I highly recommend to click on the settings icon, then general settings, then alerts, and here
good.
you want to uncheck
Just turn off everything.
all
Yeah.
of these default options.
Good advice.
Again, these settings are just useless for new players and only will get in your way.
Please give me a leveling guide where you only reach level 20.
So then moving over to the leveling, and Black Desert Online will provide you with very basic main storyline. However, you must know that this game is very grindy, but don't let this put you off.
Extremely grindy. He's been outside of Western Guard Camp for the last 10 minutes.
Early on in the gameplay, you will see that this game has a lot to offer, and the so-on called grinding aspect can be actually very fun. You will get very little combat experience from the quests, and they are more meant as a side activities to complete.
It's not necessarily... Nope. The main story is absolutely fundamentally required. And if you get the Changa Tome, you can hit level 61 just doing... you can hit level 59, I think, doing the main story. And then you can quest your way to 61 in a matter of like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
And for you to just explore the world of Black Desert Online. I highly recommend for you to just follow the main storyline, and it can get boring at some times, but it will teach you almost all the important mechanics that you need to know. Then just
It's not teaching you any important mechanics, but you should still do it.
besides combat experience, you also gain skill experience. These skill points will allow you to unlock
Bro, he hit level 9, bro. He's getting there.
new abilities and combos for your class. The default button to open up the skill page is K, and the rule of thumb in BDO is just to unlock everything. The order in
This dude is giving advice to new players and has 6 skill points. 6. We're not even into the double digits.
which you do it doesn't really matter, as long as you learn all the new skills as soon as they become available. About 85% damage from most classes come from 1 or 2 abilities, and a good example is
I love how he's playing. There's no way he's about to say that ninja's damage comes from 1 or 2 abilities.
the ninja class, which
I need to pull Armin, Yellow, and Cade into a call. I'll just put him there, and I'm just gonna hit play. Best content in the game. On God. That shit would be the best content in the game. Like, yeah, I would put away so many views for that. It would be the easiest. I would farm that so hard. Crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy, dude.
gets one of his strongest skills only at around level 30. So until
At level 30, Ninja is hitting his power spike, boys. And honestly, I think Armin would agree with him. You peak at level 30, and it is downhill from there. Buff Ninja.
then, spamming right clicks with random abilities is not that bad of a start. Don't
It's literally like the most complex class in the entire game. Like the whole game, it requires pinpoint precision, high APM, really high level skill play, and his recommendation is
So until then, spamming right clicks with random abilities is not that bad of a start. Don't worry if you feel weak.
at least he said before level 30. But you only have 4 skills, so like
While you're leveling, it probably just means that you still have a bunch of stronger abilities to unlock.
this is exactly the same video. I remember this pound for pound. I reacted to his previous one.
So then moving over to Black
He went from level 20 to level 12, guys. And we're still at imps. We are still here.
Desert content, and this is one of the biggest reasons of why so many players play this game. So let's
Also, he said that was a leveling guide. Like, noob to, like, veteran leveling guide right there. He got to level 20. Literally level 20.
let me introduce you to a new catch-up mechanic called season servers. When you select a character, there are servers called season servers, which are special, that grant you special benefits like 100% more combat experience, higher loot drops, and much more. Only seasonal characters can enter seasonal
You don't get higher loot drops, you just get more time-filled stones.
servers. So that's why at the beginning I told you to create a seasonal character. You can create a new character every time a new season rolls around, which is roughly every 4 months.
The best part of this part of the video is he's recommending be on a seasoned character, be on a seasoned server, and he's not on a seasoned server. You almost just can't make this shit up. It's actually unreal.
After some time, you will be able to participate in PvP as well, but as a brand new player during the seasonal period, I don't recommend to do so. Then when we click on the season pass, it will open up your current progress in the season. One of the most important
He got the first step done. Sadly, reach level 15 is just too much of a grind. That is too bad, Cade.
rewards will be from level 10, which will be a chest
I don't know what we expected.
that gives you XP boost for about 30 minutes. However, I don't
By the way, this is not a thing anymore. This hasn't been a thing for over a year. They changed this a long time ago. That chest does not give you EXP anymore. It gives you other stuff.
recommend to use it until you reach level 50, because from level 50 you will be
Really, Cade? What's hitting level 50 like?
able to grind specific locations, and these XP boosts
Really? You can grind specific locations at level 50? Which locations?
will be able to speedrun you
Is it Medaya, like, main quest line?
through the higher levels. And then lastly, BDO has as well battle pass type of system, where you can pay real life money and unlock a second category of rewards. If you really want to spend money, then this is the best place to do it. But if you want to be a free to play
Actually true.
player, then this is absolutely not required.
Oh god, yes. Please give it to me.
So then
Yes.
moving over to the gear in Black Desert Online, and the game really starts at the point when you get your first mount. From this point and onwards, BDO will
Show us the first mount you get, Cade. Cade, what? Cade, show me your
be
mount.
constantly giving you new gear, and this is the first step to upgrade your character. Eventually, when you complete the main story quest, you will get a full Naru gear for free, and as well a
Cade, where's the mount? The same people commented on the video again. Oh, we'll get to that. He spent money. The dude spent money, bro.
very important
It's not even like like
item for upgrading that gear called beginner black stones. These stones are split into two categories.
two things wrong with this. Number one, beginner blackstones are now only one stone. They're not two categories. Number two, he's mousing over a normal blackstone weapon, which is not correct at all. That is the incorrect icon.
Called weapon and armor. This feature is very simple. You just use
That is also wrong. There's no longer blackstone weapons and armors, or there's about not to be. Like, it's coming with like the next
these
patch.
stones to enhance your gear. So just open up the enhancement tab, select the stone and item and click enhance, and this will power up your item. The main quests will give you a lot of these stones, so that's why it's very important to keep completing all the main quests that you can. Black Desert is all about efficiency per hour, and this is very important part of the
Efficiency per hour, and that is why I grind at Kron Castle. This is what peak performance in 2024 looks like
learning curve. Generally,
for a level 19 character.
you want to run around the best spots to grind monsters and just try to blow them up as fast as possible by utilizing all of your skills and combos. Levels mean
Hey man, you have a gear upgrade in your inventory. Should put that on. Get your stats are probably triple.
very little in this game, so BDO is all about gear. So don't be afraid of any type of monsters, especially the red ones, because unlike different games, these ones have really good chance to drop you good gear. Maximizing your Naru gear in seasonal servers is
Did we get the PvE reworks in 2022? No.
your number one goal, so try to get to level 50 as soon as possible, and then from here the
No, 56 guys, not 50. Oh my god, bro. 50 is where PvP is enabled. No one cares. If you walk up to a player and be like, I hit level 50 today, he's like, why the f are you telling me that? Go back out there and get your extra 6 levels, you loser. Like, it's not even remotely close.
in-game and full BDO experience will open up.
Oh god. Please.
So then let's go
We have not seen a character above level 20. He is gathering on a bush with no life skilling equipment equipped.
over to the energy, and this is the second best way besides just
With like 4-second gathering
grinding
time.
mobs to progress in Black Desert. So by default you will be able to grind different monsters and talk to different NPCs, and all of these activities in the background will increase your maximum energy amount. But
We just talked about maximum efficiency and how efficiency is important in BDO. This guy is running around just north of Heidel, gathering with no tools on bushes or weeds. Wild.
by pressing the H key, here we will open up our energy
Oh! We gotta look at Cade's mount. Look at that. Crazy.
Here we will open up our energy page, where we can see all the things that we are missing.
I also like getting that tier 5 out instead of my Pegasus.
Sometimes you will need to spend energy to learn specific knowledge, but energy's main use in BDO is to gather life skills, such as woodcutting or mining. Each character has...
Okay, so he's explaining this poorly, but like, let's be honest, he has not actually played the game. Energy, like getting new energy basically is involved, like you have to basically get all of the, or very critical pieces of knowledge in this circle, basically, like talking to people or killing certain mobs certain amount of times, yeah, whatever. Like with, there's a certain RNG component to getting knowledge from mobs and stuff, but like once you get certain aspects, you get energy in these categories. You can see it's 0 out of 2 here. But like that's how you get more total energy in the game. Generally speaking, as a new player, you can just run through the main story and expect about 200 energy by the time you're done, as long as you're talking to every single person, and then you can do your knowledge grind off that.
Has its own energy amount. So remember when I said that you will want to min-max for the best efficiency per hour? Well, this is one of those things that you'll want to efficiently utilize across different characters. In general, 1 energy regenerates every 3 minutes on an online character, and then 1 energy per every account that is offline. You can find all the information that you need about life skills by pressing the P key and look in your life skill info. So then moving over to...
Thank God. You know, I was concerned. I was honestly concerned. He's giving life skilling advice, and I was concerned that he was a beginner life skiller and that he didn't have enough knowledge. But now I can see that he absolutely has the experience required on every life skill in the game to tell us what we should be doing. He's almost as high as Garnier.
To the last feature that you need to know for a beginner, and it is the contribution. So here in the top left corner we can see our contribution points, and if you played Lost Ark, then this is basically the same thing as account level. You can only level up your contribution by doing quests, and of course
that's not true at all, bro. Most people level up their contribution by life skills like cooking, right? Alchemy, gathering. All of the life skills now have contribution turn-ins basically.
Different quests will offer different rewards, so the main endgame strategy is just to complete your daily quests in one of the big cities.
He's talking about Calpheon daily quests, which literally have not been a thing since 2019.
Contribution is used to manage your workers and create trade routes between cities. However, this is the full endgame.
I'm not joking, that's what he's talking about. There's also the Dregan quests too, which were like the upgrade from the Calpheon quest, which again nobody does because it's out like 2019
activity, which I will make a full in-depth guide on in the next video. So overall, Black Desert Online is super fun, but just the fact of how many activities there is to do. If you are a full PvP player, then you have Castle Wars, Node Wars, and 1v1 arenas, or then for PvE.
So close. Honestly, what he was saying is it's almost there. You know what I mean? It's a 3v3 arenas though. It's right there. He's right on the cusp of
E. You have grinding, life skills, and much more. Gatherers can make as much money as rank 1 players who only grind mobs, so you skills and much more.
Yeah. Oh, God, say it again. Say it again, baby.
Gatherers can make as much money as rank 1 players who only grind mobs, so you can play BDO the way you want. And
dude, like, oh man, dude, holy moly. Yo, Garnier, is someone with like full pen Manos accessories and like 2500 mastery, do you feel like you make as much money as when you're grinding? Pretty close, right? I'm not even taking the rank 1 player. Like Garnier's like, you know, rank 8. You know what's sad, Blue? Decky of Thornwood gets more Coffrus than 2K Gathering. And that's just the Coffrus. And that's just the Coffrus. Dude, this guy is just, like, this is the same video, bro.
This game will reward you for doing anything and everything that you want. The grinding aspect that sometimes can get boring, so that's why I recommend to try out everything. So when you reach level
Even gathering weeds outside of Heidel.
50, start thinking about making new characters, start doing some PvP activities, maybe even
If you look closely, he didn't even hit R to collect the loot. Watch.
Start doing some PvP activities, maybe even join a guild, and that's about it. So with that said,
He walks away and you'll notice it just goes away and he didn't hit R.
I really do appreciate everyone for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions, feedback, or other good Black Desert online builds or guides
Efficiency.
that you would like to see in the next video, then feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below.
Yeah, I would like to see a new video in the next video.
And while you're doing that, please click like, subscribe, and enable that notification bell, so this way.
Okay. Now we're gonna do the same thing that I do every time we watch a Cade Games video. Is if you thought that was bad, and you thought, boy, I'm having flashbacks. It should have been about 7-ish months ago. Oh, here we go. 1 year ago, Beginner's Guide 2022. Everything you need to know for new players. Let's take a look.
So what's going on, guys?
2024, 2022. Let's rock and roll.
So what's going on, guys? This here, and welcome back to a brand new video. For today, I will show you everything that you need to know as a new player in Black Desert Online. So first we will take a closer look at classes, and we will see which ones are the best and easy to play. Then we will adjust our UI and settings, so you will get the best performance possible. And then later I will explain how to level up fast, how can you unlock more skills, upgrade your gear, and much more. So if this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it. So then moving over to the classes, and here we have a lot of options to choose from. But just quickly before we start, we want to select our server. And the best option for new player is to create a seasonal character on a season server. You can create one season character every few months. So if you already did this, then the second best option is to play in the novice server. But if this is your first time playing this game, then create a character on one of the seasonal servers. So then afterwards, when you're in the class selection, we need to understand what exactly makes a good beginner class.
Have I made my point? It's exactly the same video, exactly the same skill description, exactly the same everything. It's literally, there's nothing changed. I could go to any timestamp in the video and have it be exactly, you see the video lengths are even exactly the same as well. Everything is exactly identical. And if we come down to the comments section, I would be willing to bet that we probably see the same commenters too. Thanks. There it is. Every single video. Thank nice. Every single video is either thank or nice or thank nice. Which one's the 2024 one? This one? Every single video on this dude's channel. You come in here, videos, I'll just pick one. I like the Black Desert ones. I don't know, what was it, 7 months ago? We'll just pick
Okay.
Wow. That one actually doesn't have 7 months ago. Wow. Wait a minute. Hold on. Pog, new content, guys. 3 weeks ago. Let me hold up. There's always some thank nice or thank nice. There it is. SWA816. He's on to us, boys. He's changed up the account name. SWA816. What's his name? S period W period. Really? He's not in here either? Oh, this is Kendias. Oh, see, that's why I'm... Wrong person. Of course. Of course. You know, out of curiosity, this is a different channel. Because he had Cade Games, and everybody stopped watching his videos. And then he had Cade Games 2. Did he make Black Desert videos for Cade Games 1? No, he didn't. Okay, so he only started making it for Cade Games 2. Yeah, guys. Like, basically, across the board, this guy's content is literally just copy pasta. Strongly recommend reporting him. Because, again, this is obviously just not... YouTube doesn't actually allow you to do this. Or they're not supposed to allow you to do this. Black Desert tier list 2024. What are the OP classes in 2024? I do want to point out, guys, that this is a copy-paste video from a year ago. Or from 6 months ago. And it has 44,000 views on it. 44,000 views. People wonder why I keep doing reviews of his channel. It's because he gets visibility. This guy's videos are at like the top of the of every algorithm when players look at these videos. Players that don't know any better. They have no idea. Look at these videos. And my hope is that my video at least gets around his or above his, so that like players aren't like looking at this like, oh yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about for sure. That like dislike ratio. Really? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, 3K dislikes, 167. But see, again, I've popularized how ridiculous his tier list is. If you look at some of his most popular videos, 357,000 views. 300,000 views. These are a year ago, guys. This is not that long ago. 11 months ago. 2 years ago, 1 year ago, these are all 1 year ago. Again, he only started on this channel about a year ago, 10 months ago. Right? Like these videos get views and they're just the same video. Again, no, we just need to start pasting the same videos again. No one will notice. The SW guys comments is there? No shot. Oh, this is an old video. He wouldn't have made that account. Wait, he's got responses. Wait, he's responding to stuff. He never responds to stuff anymore. Oh my God, he responded to every comment. Probably because this is the very first video on the channel. They don't know any better. Maybe he actually played that one? No, that was the very first video on the channel. And obviously, we talked about this. This is just the Logitech logo, kind of like just dubbed in. Cade Games 1 and 2, basically, it is what it is. Anyway, I did my arbiter. I did my due diligence. I'm just trying to get the word out there. Don't listen to this guy. He's crazy.